into the online broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey everyone, it's your host Stacey Ike, and I'm here with AfterBuzz TV, sitting with the lovely Hunter Hayes. How are we?
I'm great. How are you? Are you good?
I'm good.
You
Fresh,
good?
ready to
Yeah,
go.
Grammy week. I feel like everybody's just crazy busy.
I know.
Just nuts.
Grammy weekend. I feel like it snuck up on us. Is that just me?
No, I agree with that.
Okay, cool. Because it came out of nowhere, and then there was this. Okay, by the way, there's 7 parties, and there's several gifting suites, and all this stuff to get ready for. So.
Yeah.
What has been your preparation so far? Are you eating Fruit Loops every morning? Do you need to have a Kit Kat? Like, what do you need to get ready for this?
Espressos.
Okay, good.
Yeah, just coffee.
Get specific. What kind?
Serious espresso. Just espressos. Anything that's just espresso. That 4 shots or something in the morning, and away you go. You know, eat a piece of cake.
I love it. I love it.
Whatever. It's good. Yeah.
Specifically because today's Thursday, I have to tell you, you have the best TBTs like I've ever seen. I'm like, Hunter, why do you have this drum picture since you were 7? People are freaking out.
My mother has collected everything. And there is no running away. Even if you were born before the invention of YouTube and or the internet, you're not safe.
Gosh.
You're just
you
not.
Really, I love it. I was very, and I wanted to say, I was like, you kind of have the Beyonce type of Instagram where you don't follow anyone. If you could follow one person on your Instagram, who would that be?
Follow one person. Do I really not follow anybody?
You don't follow anybody.
Anybody?
No one.
There's gotta be like 2 people, right?
No one. I double check, triple check.
Okay, well,
because I thought I was like, okay, I'll like 10 pictures and then he'll like follow me. Nope, didn't work.
Oh, like, is that like 10? Oh, wow. I feel really bad right now. I feel like an awful person.
No, it's
I'm not contributing anything.
No, it works though. It works though. People are still. I saw the comments. They're still about it. I love it.
I don't know. Who should I follow? I like everything.
Who's somebody right now that you are a huge fan of?
There's a lot. There's a few things.
Okay.
I don't know. I think if Top Gear, my favorite car show, if they had an Instagram,
Awesome.
I'd follow that in a heartbeat.
Okay,
Absolutely.
So we'll put that out there.
I gotta go look now. I'm excited.
That.
You got me excited.
I feel like they should.
Who do you follow that you would say, you know what, I follow this person, you should follow him?
I feel bad because I did say Beyonce. She is pretty fun to follow.
Makes sense.
And Jared Leto is very interesting to follow as well.
Okay.
He has a lot of very interesting videos.
Okay.
Yes, I will put that out there now.
Okay, all right. Interesting.
So you're busy this weekend. Tell me about this Whirlpool contest and how we can get involved.
This Whirlpool thing is really cool.
Yes.
And here's why. Grammy week, right? Music week, essentially, right?
Right.
All the genres, everything. The heart of music, and to me, communication, telling a story.
Mm-hmm.
And this campaign is all about allowing people to tell a story and communicate and using music to do that, right? So common thread, it makes so much sense, and it's so cool because this is going to give someone a chance to tell their story and dedicate a song to someone who cared for them, someone who they care about, in front of the world, right? You submit a video, you talk about this person, you talk about your story, and then you perform "You Are My Sunshine." You upload it to whirlpool.com, and you can actually go and see a lot of the submissions on whirlpool.com and see kind of what's going on and hear the stories. Prepare yourself. You can get emotional.
I can tell.
It's intense.
Yeah.
It's awesome, and it's absolutely fantastic that they're going to get, the winning story will get like 60 seconds. On music's big, that's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time.
That's more time than I had on my first performance. So it's awesome, and I love it, and I think it's brilliant, and I'm so excited about it. And there's just so many people in our life that care about us in so many different ways, and some of these ways sometimes just go unnoticed or untalked about, right? And this is a great way to say thank you for those little things, those everyday acts of kindness.
You know what's interesting? You talk the same way that you write. Because your lyrics, I would say, are very honest.
Thank you.
Like, they're just so pure. And do you have a
you.
special place where you're writing music like that, where you're getting... Because I feel like the people that are going to be a part of Whirlpool are going to have that similar, moments where they enjoy music and they feel it and they understand it. So what about you? What kind of gets you in that place of honesty?
I think it's different places. I think it's different things, different moments. I mean, the thing I did on Storyline, this new record, was I got used to writing in the same place, the same room at 11 a.m. every day. You know, for years I wrote for my debut record, and it was, you know, it was the same thing. It was kind of a routine. You came in at like 10 or whatever, or 11. Or a little bit late, because sometimes I'm just forget about it. But
like
you came in, you know, you finished a verse, and of course you went to lunch if you did, you know.
Right.
Only if you finished a certain amount, you'd go to lunch. You come back, you finish, you work on a little bit of the demo, and then it's sort of like, okay, everybody's got to go at like 5, right? And what I did recently was write a lot more on the road, which was great because at midnight, I've just finished, you know, whatever, you know, like. You know, all the stuff in a show day, because our show day's crazy. You finish, and you get back on the bus, like, hyped up, ready to rock, and you write a song in, like, 30 minutes, and it
That's
means
what I
something.
was, like, trying to feel. I'm like, are you on adrenaline? Are you kind of running? Gotcha.
Absolutely. And I've written songs in a series of, like, literally 30 minutes in between, like, one meet and greet and another, and it's because I'm just so excited. I'm so happy, right? And so that kind of stuff happens, and that's I think, how it's honest, is that there's no agenda at that point. There's no time to have like a checklist of, well, we're gonna need a song that says this and this and this and this. It's like, forget about it.
Do you feel like there are some times where you do feel boggled down by what's going on in the media, where you're like, okay, I have to write a song something specific instead of what I?
Yeah, I don't know about it, like as far as for specifically like in the media or something like that. There have been moments in time where there have been things that have happened that we all talk about, and we are like, we need to write about this. Not necessarily we don't want to directly talk about it. But this moves us, and this we want it. We have a message now that we really want to convey. You know, I've done that several times, and I've also just had those times where, you know, you also have to be careful though, because then sometimes you can, I don't know, you can, I don't know, you can sort of think too much about it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then it's not real. You know?
Absolutely, I love it. So do you self-edit, or do you kind of wait till it's all on the paper? And
wait. I write, like, for Storyline, right? This last record, I didn't have a whole lot of time to write for it, but I wrote, like, close to 90 songs just for this record.
What?
So that I could sort through and go, okay, well, these are 10 that I really like.
Wow.
You know, the rest of them are just kind of like the process. And it's still that way. There's still a ratio of songs to songs you love, you know. And songs that you resonate. You like them all, but there are certain songs that just mean a lot to you, you know.
What do you do with the other 80? Are they in a secret
work
box?
on them. Sometimes they see the light of day in other ways. I've got ideas for like little projects or whatever, and different ways to present them, and different ways to kind of work them up in the studio, and every now and then we'll play a few live just to see, you know, that kind of thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this is true that you play probably the most instruments of anyone that I've ever met ever. I only know of like 8. So I'm like, how is this person? I was like, look, I'm like, these are the instruments I know of. How did you get into playing and making sure to, I feel like maybe you haven't mastered everyone. Do you feel like that?
Oh, yeah,
but
totally.
You don't think so?
Absolutely.
To just be that aware of so many, how do you kind of dabble and get into that?
It's just, I mean, that's all I do. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just spent a lot of time in my little home studio. That's awesome. You know, it was like in the studio working on the first record. I kind of built the first record myself with Dan Huff. And my label was nice enough to give me the time and the space in the studio to actually record everything myself, the way I'd done my demos. And that was the idea. And so it was just a matter of, I don't know, it was just jamming. It's like you see something or you want to hear something and you try it and you fail, but you tried it.
That's what I was going to say. I'm like, the clarinet and I did not get along very well.
Oh, violin and I have never been friends.
Oh, okay, cool. So I can relate. Okay,
I want to be friends so badly.
I know, yeah. I'm like thinking we should be related by this point, but no.
Right, exactly.
God,
you know what it's like.
So tell me about the summer. You are going to have the most exciting summer with Lady Antebellum and is it Sam Hunt and who else? Please tell me about it.
It's going to be fun. It's Lady A and Sam Hunt. We get to do the Wheels Up tour. This is something different because it's kind of a teaming up. And what I wanted to do was just, I don't know, create a different show too for the fans.
Yeah.
And for us in our show, we're doing something completely different. I don't want to hype it just in case we try it in rehearsals and we're like, all right, scrap it.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that. But I want to do something different for the fans. They come to a lot of shows, and even if they haven't been to a show and they want to come, you know, we want to do something a little unexpected, you know,
Right.
and shake it up a little bit, you know, try some new stuff, and I'm excited. Yeah.
I love it.
It's
You've
gonna be a
always
fun
been so
summer.
humble with your fans. Has there been any interactions that you maybe remember the most or kind of freaked you out the most?
There's
Because
been a
fans
few.
in 2015 can be a little cray. I would, yeah.
No, it's awesome. It's our experiences with the fans have been absolutely great.
Good.
They're supportive. They're positive. They're uplifting. They're just. I mean, they're just some of the sweetest people in the world. And I'm lucky. I look forward to, you know, hanging out with them. I look forward to the meet and greets. I look forward to Coffee House. I literally spend my days, you know, my show days just waiting for those moments where we get to chat and just goof off.
That's cool.
You know, and yeah, it's just it fills me with, it makes me happy.
I
You know?
love it.
Yeah.
Do you have a biggest fear, something your fans wouldn't know about?
So many fears.
Really? What's
Oh,
the
yeah.
biggest one?
Everything.
No, that's not true.
No,
That's
seriously.
not true.
Seriously, I had to label, and I did. I labeled sort of 2015 as the year to be brave.
Love it.
And
Love
said,
it.
This is the year.
Yes.
Do it.
Yeah.
And I'm trying. It's taking a while.
Yeah.
But you
It's
gotta
only-
understand.
It's only February. You're okay.
It's only
Yeah,
February.
you're good.
Really,
You're good,
honestly.
yeah.
But it's all about like sort of like coming, how do I say this? Like being, I don't know, just being a little bit more, a little bit less cautious.
Of course.
You know, and going into situations not being like careful and like doing the whole like back up thing, but just like leaning in and going for it.
Yeah.
You know, and trying new things musically, show wise, just as a person, just
I love
whatever,
it. I
try
love it.
stuff. You know, have just being brave. You know, yeah. Tweet before you've gotten to your 40th draft of what you're gonna say.
You take 40 drafts? It's
Oh,
only
you have
140
no idea.
characters.
Everybody wonders why I'm not on Twitter so much.
Right.
I
I
think what I need to admit to is the fact that I'm on Twitter. I draft things, and then
And
I'm
you
like,
get off
oh, that's
Twitter."
not right. That's not right. And I delete it, and then I redraft, and then somebody's like, hey, we need you to do this, and I'm like, okay, phone off, and then I just like forget about it. It's like I like think I've already tweeted about it, but I didn't.
I love it. That's hilarious.
It's really the most.
You can
obnoxious
do
thing.
it, I promise.
I
I'm
know.
giving you that encouragement now. It
You
is
can do
very
it.
easy and fun.
You got this.
Exactly. I'm
Come
cheering
on,
you
kid.
on. I definitely went through the Twitter and I was like, Hunter. But anyway.
I know. I'm way
You're a
behind.
good retweeter, though. That's cool.
That's right.
Yes, yes. And then last but not least, how are we getting dressed for the Grammys? What are we going to wear?
Classic suit. I keep it simple.
Cool.
I was a little afraid of doing the same thing twice, but I mean, not really, kind of, not really. I don't know. It's just
I don't
like
think you
this-
can right now. I think it's a really cool time in fashion. I don't know. If
I
you
mean, I
agree.
think it's just, it's just gotta keep it simple, not
Right,
nothing
not too
crazy.
much.
I will say I might have a little something crazy for the pre-telecast that I get to host.
That's what I was going to say. Are you nervous?
I'm a little nervous.
Do you have your
yeah.
jokes in a box yet? Ready to
Oh,
go?
I'm a terrible jokester.
No?
You kidding? Yeah. No.
Then let's prepare. I'm like, let's prepare. I don't want you to mess this up, Hunter.
I know. I don't write the jokes. I don't think about that. I don't think there are too. I hope there's not too many jokes. 'Cause typically the jokes, some of the jokes make me kind of just like, it's that thing where you're like
Right.
looking at the person that they're talking about, going, I didn't say it.
Oh, dang it,
You know,
yeah.
it's like that feeling like.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah.
You are going to be awesome. I cannot wait to see you. Congratulations on everything you're doing. It's
Thank you.
so cool.
Thank you. I
The
appreciate
fans
that.
love it, I promise.
Thank you. They're the best.
No problem. Thanks.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.